hear heard well enough. Huh, I have a few dots there. They're quite weak. It must be some poison stuff or something. Ton of poison modifier, modifiers for things here that I just plainly don't use. Do a fair bit of chaos damage. Actually, those are all modifiers for my magical, and my this stuff. Then again, those will be part of my melee attack, because look, that does chaos damage. So while this may say magical, it doesn't necessarily mean only part of spells. It means like this is my physical, damage for my weapons and whatnot, and this is any magical thing which could be attached to my physical weapons. And retaliation. Oh, those are my retaliation stuff. Do I have any poison? No, I don't actually. Wonder what that dot was.
We need to secure a forward position at the necropolis immediately.
Where do you need me?
We cannot simply march our forces straight into the necropolis. The cult's minions will descend upon us in force and will be crushed before we even get to the tomb of the Watchers. Instead, we'll put your unique skills to use. Make your way into the necropolis past the plains of strife and secure the nearest rift gate. Once you've done so, Ulgrim will come through with a contingent of our men. With the element of surprise on our side, we will strike at the enemy from within.
I'll head to the necropolis at once.
Have you secured the rift gate?
Questions. What do we know about the Loghoran? Unfortunately, not much. We know the Loghoran had been summoned to Karn before, presumably during the Karn led to the construction of the necropolis. With access to the Inquisitor archives in Urlin, then perhaps we could learn more. Another question. What can you tell me about the necropolis? The necropolis was constructed following a great conflict between Urlin and the western nation of Carnia. The Battle of Icon, where Urlin ultimately won to conquer the lands we are standing in today, was a brutal affair that cost thousands of lives. The heroes of that time were said to be buried at the necropolis, which was constructed in honor of the victory, though now it appears that the necropolis had an ulterior motive. Yvonne? Thank you for recovering those supplies. They will be useful in patching up our damaged defenses. Happy to help. Nearly out honored with the Order of Death's Vigil. And Black Legion is still only friendly. It's still a fair bit into it's still like halfway into friendly though. So that's something. Wait, I can already access the bounty table. Yeah. Mountain Deeps offer a wealth of untapped resources, but the Legion engineers are unable to enter, while dangerous cavern crawler known as Icarix roam to depths. Any assistance will be compensated with a substantial sum of arm bits. I'll accept it. If I do it, I'll do it. Ooh, you have a thing. You're not from the Legion. Perhaps there's something you'd help me with, something that can't involve the troops. What is it? With the recent material attack, I cannot allow this deception to carry on. I cannot allow the deception to carry on any longer. Anastasia, the witch who was allowed to enter our fold, must be put down. The Inquisitor insists she must not be harmed, but the trust he has in her is misplaced. Commander Lucius was an honorable man and a dedicated soldier up until he was possessed by the Ethereals. I refuse to believe that Asteria's witchcraft was not involved in his corruption. As we are all under strict orders not to harm her, I need someone outside the Legion, such as yourself, to handle this for me. We enter the fort prison and deal with the wretched witch. She is the revealer of secrets. Why does Creed want her safe if she is dangerous? The Inquisitor is convinced that Anastasia has valuable information, but have found her to be nothing but a web of lies. She is a witch tainted by the Ethereals and needs to be exterminated. She is an Ethereal on our side. You let the witch into the fort? I always believed it was a mistake, but Creed and the commander Lucius... Creed? Huh. Wished to hear her out when she arrived at her gates with her hands above her head in surrender. She somehow earned their trust and was allowed to roam freely, spreading her arterial taint throughout the fort and weakening our resolve. It is thanks to her that Lucius became possessed, I'm sure of it. This isn't my problem. I'm going to go to prison and have a chat with her. Do I really need to take the quest to do it?
Have you secured the rift?
Sure. I'll just go speak to her. Regrettably, I have to take the quest to kill her to talk to her. Just awkward because I want to get the best ending possible. It's an obsessive thing right now, and I would hate to be forced into killing her, you know? You don't look like the same person I freed earlier. Wait, what? Killing the Outcast. I'll gain Black Legion rep if I killed her. That's who the Outcast is. Also, one sec. She's the final rep. And she doesn't have those. She only has honored and revered stuff. And she's got over like robes and whatnot. There's also some pauldrons. She also has some pauldrons. So that's something. Though they all seem to be centered on caster stuff. She seems to be a solely caster person, which is disappointing. But she does have some stuff here that I would still find useful, these enhancements. Augments.
My, what a curiosity you are.
What is this? A human, and yet not? There's an aura about you, stranger, and I cannot sense a spirit. Tell me, what fate has befallen you? I was possessed by an ethereal, but it left me at the hangman's noose. What a marvel you are! They say that to become one with an ethereal, you must lose all that defines you. But it seems there's more to the mystery than rumor lets on. Well, but they say that to become one with an ethereal, you lose all that defines you. But it seems there's more to the mystery than rumor lets on. The Aether holds many secrets, but few are held from me. There are those who fear such power. But that is why you're here, no? Commander Reeve wants you dead. I would act surprised, but that man made it no secret that he despises me. He branded me a witch, and called for my execution from the outset. Why does he hate you so? I've great talent for manipulating the Aether, and I've dabbled in divination, which I suppose is where the superstitious soldiers draw their ire. Everybody claims they want to know the future, until they actually hear it. It is difficult to separate the bad from the good, when so much pain awaits a mortal in their lifetime. He says that you led to Lucy's possession. Is that true? I'm afraid that the blame lies solely in the one who did the possessing, though a weak mind greatly facilitates the process, to be sure. I have nothing to do with the unfortunate commander's fall from grace. Why does Reeve hate you so? Oh, okay. I thought it would have been an exact... I thought it was a differently phrased thing this time. As in... like, what future did you tell him? I assure you, I came to the Legion with the full intent of helping them battle against the ethereal invasion. My information has already saved many lives, but Captain Reeve and others refuse to see it. Will you join them in condemning me as well? Very well. I will defy Reeve. I don't care if I lost 250 Black Legion rep. I've gained, 1,000 a moment ago. I'm fine. I'll bludgeon a few people. All will be well. Wonderful. Now that we put this unpleasantness behind us, I was hoping you could hear me out. Nobody in the Legion will help me, but perhaps you will be more understanding. What's wrong? With all the commotion during the hero attack, I'm afraid that most of my personal stores were damaged or even destroyed. If I'm going to continue my work here, then I must have another ancient heart, but a charm, and tainted brain matter. They are pivotal to my research, but acquiring them on my own is simply out of the question for this old crone. Will you be so kind as to gather these materials for me? I already have the ancient heart? Alright, but where do I find them? Ancient hearts beat within many of Karn's most dangerous wildlife. Even the voracious Dempharians carry within them strong hearts. The blood of Charn is a vile substance that you'll find among the cult of Charn's elite, or from the most powerful fiends of the void. Tainted brain matter? Well, you have to slay a being possessed by powerful material. I'll settle for your brain, but I have a feeling that you like where it is just right now just fine. Well, our brain would be tainted to some degree, I suppose, yeah. Our brain is being rejiggled. Of the objects, actually, yeah, sorry, this is, ancient hearts and all this are crafting reagents. They aren't, components as far as I know. Of the objects you require. Wonderful. These should last me for some time. Say, have you ever heard the tale of the great beast Baronot? Really, you lose a ton of rep with the Black Legion for doing this? For fuck's sake. No, but I'd like to hear it. It is a legend as old as time, it seems, with countless retellings of different heroes and sometimes even different creatures. In each of them, a great hero tracks down a monster that has been tormenting local villages. The hunt takes the hero 10 long years through forgotten lands and to far-off shores, but it always ends atop a mountain where Baronot is impaled upon a spear of bone. I'm going to read that again because I got a wee bit distracted during that. You know how this is probably a social anxiety disorder thing or OCD thing, though I'm sure that other people do this anyway, but I'm blaming this on this because there's a fair chance it's accurate. You relive things that you may have fucked up 10 years ago and relive things. You just panic about the thought. Yeah, I panic about things that haven't happened, see them flashing before my eyes. It's like I'm non-vetting out here. Though awkwardly enough, it's like oh no, I've porn flashing before my eyes. Not in this case, but those are funny. So it's like, yes, I was a veteran of the porno non-war. Yes, where I was a P-POW, porn prisoner of war, or whatever. You got porno water tortured. Yes. Yeah, I just get a bit distracted having not one of those, a different thing flashing before my eyes, and it's just distracting. So I'm going to read this again to make sure I read it right. It is a legend as old as time, it seems, with countless retellings of different heroes and sometimes even different creatures. In each of them, a great hero tracks down a monster that has been tormenting local villages. It takes the hero 10 long years through forgotten lands and to far-off shores, but always ends atop a mountain where Baronot is impaled upon a spear of bone. The beast plummets from the peak, and from its spilled blood were born the fiends and monsters we dread to this day. The details are muddled in folklore, but one fact remains constant. Baronot once lived. To have a piece of such ancient lineage could prove useful to my spell work, and I believe I know where such a spawn one such spawn of Baronot dwells. The people of Burwich call it Kalas Ka, the Bone Hunter. It hunts the area called Eastmarch, but makes its dwelling up at the crags. Track down this creature for me and slay it. Then harvest one of its fangs and bring it to me. I already have such a fang. The creature you felled must be quite formidable to be armed with such a fang. Thank you for this. Come back and speak with me again sometime. You get a ton of rep, but you lose a little from the other group. Farewell. Let's do this. More physique. Over here, cultist. Don't have any points. Occultist. Let us. It is tempting to boost this up a bit because if I do, I'll be that bit closer to getting these. It will take me 2 levels, then I'll have a point left over. Then I can start getting like a second right and destruction, which will make this a fair bit more powerful. You know what? I'll do exactly that. Ah, my only friend in this accursed fort has returned. Perhaps you will aid in old crone in her search for answers. What do you need? It is believed that Arcovians had access... Alright. It is believed that the Arcovians had access to powerful divination magic, but the technique is being lost with when their civilization succumbed to the necromancer's curse. I believe that we could recover this practice with the right information. A tome known as the Archive of Fates Untold is in possession of an Arcovian named the Shade of Elnandrin. You must enter the Steps of Torment in the Broken Hills, cross the ancient gates, and banish Elnandrin. Acquire its tome, and bring it back to me. I'll acquire the tome. She sealed this gate, which does have me concerned. Somehow I have a feeling the guy at the top of the steps isn't going to like me much. I can't believe you're siding with Creed on this. Anastaria is a traitor. Keeping around will only lead to her doom. She's helped save countless lives. A ruse to lure us into a false sense of comfort. She reeks of material corruption, not to mention she is a witch. Alas, I'm honor bound not to act upon this risk. I pray I am wrong. I'm convinced you are.
Prepare yourself.
Nothing new.
Have you secured the rift gate?
Nothing new. Can't even ask Creed about her. You know what? Map, local, or world. Okay, and now in the Broken Hills, where the frig are they? Due to, like, I'm in the Broken Hills right now, but if I go over here, I can, if I could ID places. I'm in the Broken Hills right now, but this is Devil's Crossing. This is... Remember East March? Yeah, this is it. So yeah. If you, like, you can see a lot on these maps. So it's very hard to narrow down where it goes. Especially since, as I'm remembering now, this doesn't actually tell you if there's actually an entrance unless you're right next to it. But I think if you just go over this way, you'll find an entrance. So, this way. Now I'm just going to run past these, because I don't think they're anywhere near my level. As such, probably won't give me very much. Like, no need to engage them if, you know, there's no benefit. Nope, these are actually on my level. Okay then. A little nervous about going into the Steps of Torment. A little nervous. There's a little exploration then over there. I'm not sure.